wrong screen. ちょっと待って. Better screen. Hello. Hi, Raj. Welcome in. Congrats on the first. I may have accidentally actually, you know what? It's fine. Everything is fine. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. This feels weird, honestly. It feels weird not to have like a set schedule, but at the same time, it feels so relaxing. Also, I did find this new like jazz music that I am like just in love with. This music is just a full vibe, and I really love it. But yeah, I don't really have much planned today. I mean, it could have just been more Marvel Rivals, I'm not gonna lie, but I decided that I wanted to do something chill, something vibey. Hi, says nervously. Why are you nervous? Hi, Pancakes, welcome in. No schedule means it's easier for me to get first. Oh, I see. I mean, if you can get there first, go for it. I mean, yeah, now that there's no schedule, it takes a little bit for people to pop by, which isn't a bad thing. It means there's more opportunity for people to get the first. How you doing, Pancakes? Long time. Well, has it been a long time no see, or have I just been messing up with stream? I'm still aiming for 3 times a week, but I'm also going to try not to beat myself up if I can't get the 3 days. You know, like this week, I've only gotten 2 in, and then I work Friday, Saturday. So next week I should be able to get a little bit more in, hopefully. Yes. How you doing? Do you like this background, guys? I think this background's really pretty with the jazz vibes. And yeah, how's the weather been lately? Rainy, thunderstorms and rain. But honestly, it looks just like this. This is what it looks like outside right now, and I'm vibing. Sorry, let me respond to something. I thought the ad was gonna grab me by the I'm so sorry. On the plus side, you probably can't hear me right now, but on the plus side, going through the ad right now means you get the next hour completely ad-free, hopefully. Or, you know, like and subscribe. You can't like a Twitch video, huh? But I mean, this is probably gonna go up as a VOD eventually. I'm kind of behind on my VODs. But yeah, did it grab you? Oh, nice. Let's go. Oh, I love it when you get lucky and then you don't get caught in ads. Yeah, I mean, it's there to warn you, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about that. How you doing? Welcome in. Roald, how are you? Are you vibing? You're at work, I'm assuming? I work tomorrow and Saturday, so... Again! Hi, Gamma. Welcome in. How y'all doing? Hello. Took a nap after getting groceries from Costco. Yo, I just got back. I got a lot of groceries because I haven't been grocery shopping in close to a month. Has it been a month? Has it been 3 weeks? It's been a while. At least 3 weeks. And so I was a lot lower than I thought I was, so groceries were more expensive than I expected, but that's okay. Everything was okay. I managed to afford it. I bumped into an old coworker. It was slightly awkward because I quit that job very suddenly because I wanted the zookeeper job, and I forgot that I told them that I was feeling very sick and I can't continue the job. And so she was like, "Oh my god, how are you feeling? I hope everything's okay." And I was like, I forgot what I told y'all. It wasn't a lie. That job was very exhausting, and I did quit a little early because I wasn't feeling good, but that wasn't the only reason. And it's a little awkward, but she was really nice. I just felt awkward, and I feel like I kind of like was like, "Oh, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day," and kind of just like left. So in hindsight, I'm kind of regretting that I kind of stopped the conversation so fast, but I was not prepared. Okay, I went out. Okay, thankfully I changed into jeans, but I did go out in my pajama shirt, which is just a graphic tee, so it didn't really look like one, but you know, it's fine. Did you get any samples at Costco, Shabby? Also, welcome in. You guys like the samples at Costco? I used to love going, well, actually, I'm pretty sure they only do the samples on the weekend, now that I think about it. But I used to love going, I hate shopping. I used to love going to Costco with my dad because that meant you get free samples. And I would go around like multiple times grabbing samples because most of the time they didn't care. As long as you weren't like gorging yourself. No hiccups. As long as you weren't like gorging yourself on the Costco samples, then oh my god, it was great. The best was like when they had like little dumpling samples, you know, the ones where it's like chicken gyoza or something. Oh, I loved those. The worst were just like juice or like your probiotic freaking yogurt drinks or something. I didn't like those. They were the only sample was the ginger drink that was too strong. No, that's like the worst. Like your medicinal samples. No, I want like food. Give me a little pizza slice or like a piece of a cookie or like a piece of a dumpling or something, you know? I like those. Now they got tendies in the food court. Yummy. Let's go. Hi, Brando. Welcome in. Welcome in. I was talking about I just finished my errands, my grocery run. I did not do my dishes yet, but I did finish cleaning a lot of the rest of my house. I'm also speaking quieter because I left my windows open to air out the house. I mean, my office door is closed, but I'm still gonna be quiet. How's the volume, by the way? Volume good? Music good? I don't know if I want to cook dinner tonight or if I'm just gonna be lazy and make chicken nuggets. Do I want dinner tonight? Do I want to cook? Could just make pasta. Pasta and ground beef. Frick, I put the ground beef in the freezer though. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know what I want to make yet. I guess we'll see. Oh, frick, I forgot to oh, wait, no, I didn't get chicken. Never mind. We're good. We're chilling. How you doing, Brando? Welcome in, welcome in. I don't think today's stream is gonna be too long, but I did wanna get a stream in and just yap and vibe. And yeah, I like yapping. What can I say? My dinner plans are set with leftovers. Oh, I finished my leftovers yesterday because I made a lot of shawarma for myself. So I finally finished that. It was very good. Music's louder than me. Oh my god, really? It never feels like it is, but okay. I think I could only turn it down one more notch before it's fully muted. Let me see. Shit. Is that better? Or is that too low now? God, the levels on my OBS show that it's so freaking low. I can't hear it anymore. Or maybe you guys can, I don't know. A tad too low? Well, I can't freaking... That's all I can adjust it. You know what I can do? I can do this. How's that? Like just a tiny bit, like here? Is that okay? I can't adjust it here, but I can adjust it here. You don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm adjusting it. I have a lot of different things happening. You think that's better? Okay. Okay, whatever you say. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's okay. It's also because I'm talking quieter. I had, not yesterday, but the day before. Was it the day before? No, it was 2 days before. I needed to go to bed early because I had work early the next day. And I swear to God, I always sleep well when I don't have to wake up early the next day. But when I wake up early, when I know I have to wake up early, I sleep horribly. And I had the worst spiral of my life. Like I was just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. There was just so much funking, you know? And it was it was just, I couldn't sleep. Is it Aito Rick? Welcome in. Good night. Oyasumi. Good night. Thanks for stopping by though. And I just kept thinking and thinking. And it was just like a lot of different thoughts all over. My mom was asking me what I want for birthday and I hit her with no rent. Don't add the JK to that. Be like, can you just pay for rent for a month? That would be great. It's the anticipation / anxiety. Yeah, but it's like a normal work day the next day. It's not like I had anything crazy to stress out about. Your English is no good. You live in Spain? Oh, welcome in, welcome in. It's all good. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. But thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, even just like, sorry, don't apologize. You're all good. Thank you for stopping by. Like, honestly, for my birthday gift, I may legitimately ask my parents for like, can you just pay like half my rent? You don't even have to pay my whole rent. Just paying half my rent for a month would help me establish myself. So, oh my god, it would be so nice. Oh, I asked and she hit me with the, yeah, sorry, I need rent money. Well, I mean, it was worth a shot, right? Rina, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Today is just gonna be a yapping day, so thank you so much for stopping by. You guys overthink a lot at night. I remember reading somewhere, or maybe it was my grandmother, and she was like, never trust your thoughts after 11 p.m. And I think that still holds true to this day. You like my model? So cute. Oh my god, thank you so much. Rena, you want to see something? Guess what? Guess what? I am a strawberry, if you couldn't tell. I'm a strawberry, and so look, I got a whole strawberry dress. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love showing off the dress because it's so freaking cute, and I love it so much. But thank you so. Look, check this out. Check this out. Even on my legs, the strawberries move on their own. I have to show off my rigging papa's work because they worked so hard on it. Yeah. But thank you so much. Entiendes Spain? I only took 2 years of Spanish in high school. Apologies, I am very bad. I can understand a little, but I'll do my best. What do you call it? Un poco? I don't. I'm sorry. Even though I came from California, my Spanish is not very good. But yeah, it is better. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so late night thoughts. And at one point I remember thinking like, what if I just secretly started an ASMR channel and didn't tell any of you guys, and then just did content like get ready with me, but not like calm version, you know? Like get ready with me while or hang out with me while I get ready for work or something like that. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But I thought about it because, you know, ASMR does well sometimes, and I thought about it, but then I woke up and I was like, never mind. That would be diabolical. No, man. I feel like, okay, I no soy nada buena en inglés. It's okay, but thank you for trying. Yeah, I don't know, because I've been told many times, mostly by my mother, but also by my family members, but a lot by my mother, that my voice calms her down a lot. And so it's like I could do something that was like helping you calm down for an anxiety attack type ASMR, but is that like too niche? Is that kind of like, because I had to do that a lot with my mom and with my sister, and like I feel like I got pretty good at it, or just like, I don't know. ¿Cómo estás? I'm doing good. I'm doing great, actually. I got myself some extra snacks at the grocery store this time around. Hold on. Snacks, yeah. I got some yogurt. I got yogurt cups instead of just regular yogurt. Wow, I know, spoiled myself. I got strawberry and peach flavor. A little pricey. I wanted to treat myself, and I had the funds for it this time. I mean, it's food stamps, you know, but I had a little bit of extra because my mom paid for my groceries last month, so I could afford to spend a little more this month. So I got myself some extra snacks. I got yogurt. I got myself some Danish pastries because I was craving it so badly, and I haven't had actual legit sweets in a really long time because I've been trying to be like healthier, you know. And then right now I was like, you know what, I've been having a tough month, I want to spoil myself, I'm getting these pastries. So I got myself Danish pastries, but I'm gonna try to keep myself under control. Like, the reason why I don't buy myself sweets is because I have a massive sweet tooth and I can't control myself. I will have to go. I just wanted to drop a follow, say that I like your model. I hope I can catch up to your other streams. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope to see you again soon, and good luck with the rest of your day or night or afternoon. I'm hungry now, thank you. You know what, that's karma. That's karma, because the amount of times you have sent food and being like, hey, guess what I get? Like, you know what, that's karma. That's karma, because like, how dare you send the food pics to me and then be like, and not send any to me. Rude. Actually, rude. How could you? Real. Not that you really could send food to me, because DoorDash doesn't exist out here, but it's the thought that counts. Okay. Can I put food on my throne? I'll put food on my throne. Don't test me. I'll put like, I guess I can put ramen or something. Can you put, I guess you could. I'll mail you some chips. Thank you. Thank you. You could do like whatever's on Amazon, because Throne is linked to Amazon. So like whatever food you could find on Amazon, I suppose you could link it to your Throne, huh? My Throne is not updated. I haven't added to it in a while because I feel bad most of the time. So it's mostly just treats and stuff. And what if I, yeah, you know what? What if I just add snacks? I'll add snacks to my Throne. Skype. Don't worry, Stog, I got you. Thank you. Yeah, so what did I get? Any other snacks? Oh, I got a lot of fruit. I got cherries and grapes and tangerines, because I really love fruit. I love snacking on fruit. So Skype, now that's a throwback. I haven't used Skype since like it's been a while. I remember using TeamSpeak as well. Me and my brother played this MMO together, and we were ranked. Our guild was ranked top 10 in I think it was West North America. I don't remember, but we were ranked 10. We were really high up. Like our guild was really good, and we had to use TeamSpeak for like raids with like our whole guild. I remember those days. Those were the good old days, weren't they? Remember when we had that big scare and people thought that Discord was gonna go down, and then people were like, "Oh my God, what do we do as an alternative to Discord? Like what? Oh no!" And people were thinking of like TeamSpeak or like Zoom, or like, I mean, honestly, what do you do if Discord goes down? Legitimately, talk to me on Twitter, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. People will find a way. My friends and I used to use Instagram before Discord. Yeah, but like it's different when it's a server and there's a lot of people. Like, how do you recreate a server, you know? Like, I could probably still keep in touch with my close friends for sure. But that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I talk to you guys here, I guess, and then we'd figure it out. But Facebook group. Facebook? Is that really the only way to have like a server? A Facebook group? Hi Lila, welcome in. How you doing? I mean, actually, you're not wrong. I suppose you could also make a Twitter group. I think that's a thing. But my community isn't really on Twitter. Huh. Yeah, what? I feel like thankfully Discord didn't go down, but we had that scare. You're doing okay? Pretty tired, restless sleep. Oh my God, I was just talking about that earlier, Lila. How the other night I had a really bad sleep because I was like thinking, and there was just so much thinking happening, and I had work the next day, which was the worst because I have to wake up early. Oh, I feel that. I hope you're able to get some rest, maybe a nap if you can. I was admin for my high school Facebook group, World. That's like saying, yes, I am. I was a Discord mod for one of the best servers. No, I'm just teasing. Just stop thinking. I wish it was that easy. I wish. There is not a lot of things that can make me just stop thinking. Exercise helps. Going to the gym helps. But I've been too tired lately to go to the gym because my job is a workout, so. But yeah, I mean, like I said, what I've learned is don't trust your thoughts after 11 p.m. because it got bad. It got bad. You never thought in your life. I mean, I am a mod in one of the best Discord servers. Aw, that's actually really sweet. Aw. Man, oh man, oh man. I shook off a lot of my spiraling in my later 20s. I have, for the most part. But like day before yesterday, man, it got really bad and I don't know why. For the most part, I haven't had that happen though. Usually I like read before I sleep, or maybe watch a show, or watch like a stream or something, and I'm chilling. But that night, I don't know what happened, but it was bad. Yeah. Anyways, I'm good now. Thank you for the head pats. That's evil. Crazy. Wait, should I give myself some color in my cheeks? Do you guys want like blushies or no blushies? I think it's cute with blushies. I feel like I need a little color in my cheeks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that particular night I was spiraling so bad, but I was. But we're good now. We're chilling. I woke up the next day like feeling very foolish about myself. A lot of it had to do actually with my looks. I've been feeling a lot better about myself because I've been, you know, a lot healthier. I've been working out a lot more. And then that night it got so bad I was literally Googling plastic surgeons. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, what is wrong with me? but it got so bad. It got so bad I was looking up plastic surgeons because I was like, oh, I don't like this and I feel like I'm so ugly. And you know how it can be for us girls sometimes. You know. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, wait, I actually look fine. what was that? What is wrong with me? Believe it or not, I think I've gotten the most compliments about my appearance since I moved here. I didn't get a lot in California, but California has very like a lot higher beauty standards, I think, you know, especially in SoCal by LA and all the influencers and what, you know. So California is just it has higher beauty standards. And then I moved here to the East Coast and people have been like so nice. This is not to toot my own horn, but I get complimented on like how pretty I am like once or twice a week, which is still shocking to me because most of the time I'm at work and I am not wearing makeup and I am a mess and I'm sweaty and frizzy hair. But you know, we swing on the brain rooms. Yeah, the next day. Don't look in the mirror for too long, your brain hallucinates. That's true. That's true. That's very true. I actually feel like I look better in mirrors than I do in pictures though. Does that mean I look better in real life? Or if you're not really photogenic, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I hope, I pray that I look better in real life than I do in pictures. But I don't know. It's neither here or there. But yeah, so people here since I've moved, people have been really nice to me, which has been kind of surprising, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And I really have been enjoying my new haircut and being able to go to the gym and being healthier. And you know, as much as I love my dad, it's been a lot easier to be healthier when I'm not living with him because he likes to spoil me with food, and I have a very difficult time saying no when there's such yummy food in front of me. So I always ate what he brought home, and it's not necessarily good when you're trying to be healthy, you know. His love language is food. He almost never comes home without food, and he goes out a lot because he'll leave for work or whatever, or he'll leave for errands and then he'll bring home, like, even if he's just going to like fix his car, for example, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go and change my tires, he comes back with like a box of donuts. Or oh, I'm going to this meeting in LA, and then he'll come home with like chicken curry and rice. Or oh, I'm going to go do this, and comes home with shawarma. Like, he does that all the time. It's so funny. Did you say we're on the West Coast before? Yeah. In January, I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast. So now I am here on the East Coast, and it has been an amazing experience. Stressful at times, for sure, but overall an amazing experience. I have my own house. I got my dog and my cat and my gecko with me. I've got a lovely new job. So I hear West Coast can be pretty brutal. Oh yeah, it's brutal in a lot of different ways. Brutal for it's very expensive, and the traffic's very bad, and the beauty standards are really high, and it's just a lot. Yeah, not that everyone on the East Coast is nice by any means. Oh, I mean, I do think people in California were nice. I think at least in California, people or West Coast in general tends to be nice. It's just that I think standards are a lot higher. Like, standards are really high to be making money. Expectations are high. Making money, you know, being in shape, looking pretty, you know, having your own place. Standards are just really, really high over there. But maybe that's just the area I was in. I don't know. It could have just been that. That's just how I felt. Nice but superficial. Yeah, I think so. My family also has extremely high expectations and extremely high standards. So the fact that I am a zookeeper and not a doctor or an engineer meant that I got a lot of kind of backhanded comments. Like, I would go to a family get together and like, oh, are you still doing that animal thing? Yeah, you're still liking it? Yeah, you're still doing it? And it's always like the way they say it. My dad is like, oh, they're not meaning it. They're not trying to be mean. And I was like, yeah, okay, but the way they say it and their tone of voice sounds very condescending all the time. And they're like, oh, you're working with those animals? Oh, my dog has diarrhea. What do you think about that? And I'm like, that's not my job, and I'm not working right now. Go take him to a vet. Oh my god. They always did that. My family's the opposite. Never really pushed me to do anything, which is perhaps bad too. Yeah, I mean, I think there needs to be a healthy balance for sure. Like, yeah, balance is important, right? Like, my mom's entire side, and I mean entire side, are doctors. Like, her and my aunts are teachers, and everyone else is doctors. And then my dad's side are all engineers. Like, basically all of them. I think there's like a few doctors on my dad's side, but basically all engineers. There's a few lawyers sprinkled in there, a few businessmen sprinkled in there, a few teachers sprinkled in there, for the girls. But yeah, I think I remember, I think it was Lynn, actually. I had an issue with my meds, and I can't skip my meds because it's this whole ordeal. And so for emergency, I called my grandfather's hospital. And then Lynn was like, I'm sorry, did you say your grandfather's hospital? And I was like, yeah, I mean, as in he owns a hospital. And she was like, what? He what? And I was like, yeah, what? I didn't realize it was that surprising. That's what I mean when I say my family are doctors. Like, there's no joke. Like, all my uncles, all my aunts, my cousins, they're all doctors. I have 1,000,001 doctors on my mom's side. Yeah, big bonbons. Unfortunately, that does not trickle down to me. My grandfather did not talk to me for a very long time when he found out I wanted to be a zookeeper. So I'm on my own. That's all right. I'm surviving. I'm doing my best. So, hi, Dr. Sway. Welcome in. How you doing? That sucks. Well, that's what happens when you're the black sheep of the family, right? They'll help me when it comes to medical stuff. You know, if I'm not able to find my own doctor and I'm struggling or whatever, they'll help me with that. But when it comes to anything else, not really. No. Yeah, it will be okay. Yeah, exactly. I am a strong, independent woman. Would I say no if they wanted to help me out? Absolutely not. I'll take it. But I also am not going to be begging and asking for help from people that clearly, you know, don't respect me that way sometimes. Yeah. Fingers crossed for inheritance. Oh my god, right? That would be incredible. That would be crazy. But no, yeah, I'm alright. I still think it is pretty cool. I forget that it's not normal for, like, whenever I've had friends come to visit and, like, they had dinner with my family get into these huge, like, scientific debates, and I grew up around that. And so I remember them, like, my friends are, like, looking around, like, mouth agape, being like, is this normal? Like, having these massive, like, intellectual scientific debates and discussions, and, like, just casually talking about, like, anatomy and scientific discoveries and this and that and blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's normal in my family. That's just how it is. So it's pretty cool in a way. Discussions in my family tend to be more philosophical in nature. Okay, on my dad's side it gets like that. My mom's side, all the doctors. My dad's side is the engineers. Although his side's very techie. I think it depends on the people you're with. We can go from stupid brain rot into really deep existentialism. Yeah, a lot of the times I find my family's conversations to be boring, because it can be like scientific debates, and then it can also be like how best to, like, invest your money and do this and that and how to make money and blah blah blah. And I'm like, it can get really boring for me. I especially, like, on my dad's side, it's really frustrating because tech side, right? So a lot of them are getting into AI. And I live in a town that's been directly affected by, like, data centers. We don't have drinkable water. I have to boil my water and then run it through a filter because I get sick because we don't have drinkable water anymore. And so it pisses me off all the time when my family is like, yeah, you should just ask ChatGPT to do this and ask ChatGPT to do that. And, like, I ask ChatGPT to do this for me all the time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. And I've stopped trying to argue with them about it because they're just, like, stubborn and it's not worth it for my sanity. But oh my god, it pisses me off. Like, you guys can't do anything without ChatGPT, and I'm literally here being directly affected by your stupid data centers. Like, lay off the ChatGPT, please. I know how to make money. I would just need money. Yeah, you need money to make money, don't you? Hi, Whitey. Welcome in. How you doing? It's certainly an experience with my family. And they don't. No matter how many times I've tried to talk to them about it, it doesn't seem to be getting through to them. Even though I'm like, I don't like AI, I don't condone it, it's bad for the environment. I just, please, like, don't even suggest it to me, and they'll still do it. And they're like, yeah, I know you don't like it, but, like, just do it this one time, right? Just do it this one time. Hi, Benzie, welcome in. And I'm like, no, I refuse. I didn't want to. How you doing, Benzie? We're just yapping today. I'm going on a rant about AI and my family constantly being like, you should just use ChatGPT to do this. I think it might be different if we have nuclear reactions to power them. Yeah, I mean, it's already bad for the environment, first off, but second off, I feel like it's bad intellectually. I feel like it's dumbing down people's critical thinking skills to the point where it's kind of scary. Like, you can't, like, oh, ChatGPT, write down my grocery list and write this email and do this for me and do that for me. And it's like, what happened to our own critical thinking skills? And that's also scary. And I don't want to be so dependent on technology that I can't do my own things, you know? If AI was being used to make scientific discoveries and cure cancer, I'm all for it. But when it's like, yeah, write this essay for me and I no longer have to think, it's like, yeah. And also, it's not reliable. Like, it gives a lot of false information out there that I'm just anyways, I need a Deem to put a blanket on the bubba. You want blanket? But I'm kind of chilling right now. I'm a berry. I love the rain, you know? I'm soaking it all in. I won't lie, I often just go with the Google summary or a Gemini since websites are so ad ridden now, but most things I search are not super important. I mean, the summary is there, and I won't lie, like, if it's popping up for me, I'll read it, but a lot of the times I don't trust it. I mean, a lot of the things that I'm Googling are like plants and animals related stuff, like research stuff, and I like to be extra sure because a lot of it is for work and whatever, and then it depends. If it's like coding, I've used ChatGPT to help me with some coding issues because it analyzed the problem in my code and helped me fix it. But that's about it. She gets lit when the produce section turns on the mist. I do love me some water. Most things I search are not super important. If it's just basic things, you know, it's there, it's integrated, it is what it is. But like actively using ChatGPT every single day for every single decision, which is what my family does, it's not for me, and it does annoy me, and I just don't like to. There's a difference between AI being used as a tool and AI being used as a source of information and relied upon. Yeah, there's certainly some things it can be used for. Like I said, I've used it to help with coding, which was a really nice. It was really freaking nice. Just to be able to paste the code in ChatGPT and tell it, like, why is it not working? And they're like, oh, you just missed this one thing. You fix this and you're good. I'll rewrite it for you. And I'm like, oh, sick. Thank you. And then it worked after like 2 hours of me crying. And I finally was like, fine, I'll test this. And it worked. But overall, if you couldn't tell, I do not support it. Especially now that I am directly feeling the consequences of these AI data centers. Having to boil my own freaking water because I don't have drinkable water left in this town. It is frustrating for sure. Hi Lynn, welcome in. How you doing? Hello. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. How we vibing? How we doing? Oh, thank you for the stretch. I needed that actually. I'm kind of shrimping right now. You can hear my chairs squeaking. Still deciding what I want to do for dinner. I hope it gets easier on you. Oh, I mean, it's fine. I have an electric kettle, so it's not like it's a huge deal. It's just I wish my family understood why I don't support it. Chugging along, my work and team are being very nice. Yeah, I'm so. Oh, you know what? I just realized I never responded to your freaking. Let me make a note to myself because I meant to read it after. And then I stupidly opened your message, Lynn, and then the notification was gone, and then I forgot to go back to it. Let me make a note. I just assume you were busy. No, I'm not. I opened it up, meaning to respond to it and then forgot. Oh my god. I'll just leave it open. I'll leave it open. Did I disconnect for a second? Sorry. No one in my family uses AI massively. That's awesome. I'm glad. My mom and my dad both use it a lot. Actually, I don't think my dad uses it quite as much as my mom and her husband use it. I knew the shrimp was happening. Lynn, if you could do me a favor, actually, and send like just a quick hello in DMs, so I remember to read and reply, and I will not open it. Actually, let me just tab out of it, so I have a notification and I can get back to it. I can't believe I knew I was missing something. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible friend. I'm so sorry. Oh man. You said shrimp, and now I want fried shrimp. Shrimp fried. Were you telling me a shrimp fried that rice? Oh. What if I make rice, a tuna bowl with rice? That could be pretty good, actually. At least these vague searches where hunting down the info would be next to impossible. Like, for example, if I'm trying to remember a show from my childhood that I only vaguely recall, I think that's fine. Balance is important. 1 or 2 searches here and there is fine. I think I'm mostly talking about the people that use it religiously every single day, and like that's a problem, you know. I just which is what, you know, my family does. My supervisor was like, here's all the brain dead work that needs to be done but requires minimal concentration, perfect for wanting to feel nothing. Love her. Aw, that's really sweet of her. Yeah, like, just use Google normally. It can find stuff fine. Yeah, I think I got really upset the other day because my sister called and we were talking and catching up and whatever and talking about, like, our workout routines, and she was like, yeah, I actually asked ChatGPT to take my image and, like, enhance it to show what it would be like if I lost 20 pounds or whatever. And so she literally generated an AI image of herself, and I was like, girl. She's like, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you arguing right now. Just look at this and, like, tell me what you think. And, like, my sister's very good at shutting down my arguments, and I didn't feel like arguing again, so I was like, whatever. But internally I was like, why the freak would you do that? Ugh. Imagine people knew Google Scholar exists. I had to use Google Scholar for everything when I was writing my thesis. Yeah. It's like people forgot Google exists, right? It's crazy. Why would you open up ChatGPT? I mean, Google is just ingrained in everything. Did I show you a Gambit comic art? Sorry, I remember seeing it. I got you. The most AI thing in my dad is my dad asking if his Facebook video is AI. Some of the videos have gotten scarily accurate these days. It's spooky. Like, the real ones, I mean. Not the... I feel like I can still kind of tell if animated stuff is AI, but real life stuff can be scary. The way I can tell is if something seems unnatural. Like, you see a cat freaking jumping on something or acting in a way it shouldn't, and you're like, that doesn't seem correct. I think that's AI. But what is Google Scholar? Google Scholar is an extension. It's not an extension, but it's a part of Google, where you can directly find articles and, like, theses and stuff to do research. Yeah, academic journals and periodicals. Exactly, scientific articles and stuff like that. I'm sad that now I have to wonder if it's a really cute animal video is AI or not. Right? Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of really sad. I think the scary thing to consider is a lot of the nearly convincing AI videos is probably low tier compared to the horsepower the higher ups have access to. It's just going to be a whole new age of, like, misinformation and propaganda and all of that. That's kind of scary to think about. So I kind of take everything with a grain of salt now. Like, I'll see videos and stuff and, like, look at it, but now I'm the type that, like, I usually just look at a video and be like, oh, that's cute. Now every time I look at any video, I have to look at the comments and see if there's any comments that are like, this is AI or this is not real, because you never know. You never freaking know. Anyway, speaking of videos, I just finished watching Ted Lasso like 2 weeks ago, right? Seasons 1 through 3. Like, I finished the whole thing. Loved it, by the way. Fell in love with it. I love that show so much to the point that when I finished it, I felt like this big gaping hole in my heart, because I was like, what am I gonna do without Ted Lasso? I love that show so much. Apparently it came out in 2020. I am 6 years late to it, but that's all right. Guess what was just announced yesterday? Ted Lasso season 4. So maybe it's a good thing that I was 6 years late to it, because I just got another season and it's starting August 5th, like next week. Am I lucky or what? And I was like so sad that I had no more Ted Lasso to watch. I'm the luckiest girl right now. I've had to be on Facebook way more this week because family, but my god, the amount of AI generated posters and flyers for local stuff is gross. Yeah, so many local businesses don't see anything wrong with using AI, and that's very scary. A game I used to play used AI for their new cover for the next game. Yeah, god, why do, especially video games, you're like shooting yourself in the foot, because people do not like AI generated art for the most part unless they're normies. Gamers and stuff, they're not gonna be down with that. Would it be useful for searches, not necessarily research related? I don't think Google Scholar necessarily would be. You just go to regular Google at that point. Not to mention how realistic deepfakes look now. It's very scary, and in a world where people are losing their common sense and critical thinking skills, I'm just hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. Not much I can do aside from trying to just be the best I can. Yeah, I mean, I think right now it's best to just try to keep yourself educated and polish up your critical thinking skills, right? Are you a strawberry? I am indeed a strawberry. Thank you so much for noticing. Look. I'm a strawberry. Hello. Is it Speeds Boy? Welcome in. How you doing? Hello. We've had so many just straight up lies and say they didn't use it. Like, honey, it's labeled by Facebook. Yeah, and like, yeah, we can tell. Yeah. I think some of it, if it's small businesses or small indie, it might be more money related, easier to generate an image than pay someone, but that doesn't make it right. I don't care if it's money related, because you know what you can do? You can take pictures of your own food. You can open up a free service like freaking Google or Canva and do it yourself. Watch a YouTube video. It does not take much. I think it's just laziness combined with money things, and I just, yeah. So that makes you edible? I'm not for eating. I'm not, I don't, I'm not for eating. No thank you, please and thanks. I thought you were a tangerine. Not directly related, but I feel like a great litmus test for the intellectual ability and literacy of people in general is hearing takes on Obsession, or some people sounded like they did not even perceive the movie. I think a lot of movie, it's not just Obsession, I think movie literacy in general, no? A lot of people don't even have the attention span to sit through movies anymore. Isn't that crazy? With TikTok and Instagram Reels and all that existing, people only have the attention span for like 2 minutes at a time. And like, yeah, ADD and ADHD and stuff exists, but I think for the most part you can try kind of train yourself. I have a rule for myself: if I'm watching a movie, that I put my phone away, because I just want to get absorbed in the movie, you know? Nothing is more annoying than like people on their phones when we're trying to watch a movie, right? The game cover is easy too, since it's a sports game. Yeah. We're seeing a huge issue with our older staff right now, where they can't take one solution and apply it to multiple contexts. Like, oh, I need to make a source file for this publication, but they can't apply the same knowledge for creating a source file for migration. It's the same process, just different reason. Don't eat the strawberry. No. Hi, Kira. Welcome in. How you doing? Are you on break? Hello. There's a certain beauty in the authenticity of an awkwardly done small business self-advert too, right? The strawberry turned purple. I did indeed. Authenticity does a lot for me these days. Everyone's edible if you try hard enough. Rolf, please. You've heard about Obsession? I will not be watching it. I watched a single clip and got so freaked out by it that I can't do horror, spooky things. I miss you. I miss you too, Kira. I hope we can hang out soon. Too many short form content includes ADD like solutions. Yeah. Symptom. So wait, is it strawberry? What you do, what you exist? Like, how do I exist? What do I do? I'm just a berry doing my very best, you know? I was born from a berry, blessed by a fairy. Still need to watch Obsession? I don't. Problem solving is becoming a losing art. Good lord, is it becoming a losing art? So even though my job is rough, I sometimes think I'm very lucky because you can't use AI to fix your problems when it comes to animals. AI is not going to clean that poop up. AI is not going to help you if an animal is angry or hurt. Like, I got to do that and I figure it out on my own, you know? I also don't have service. So even if I was like, oh, this animal is sick, let me Google it. I have no service out there. Spiral hair choice is interesting though. You don't like it? It's actually been inspired by Jigglypuff. I just really like the hairstyle. But look, I actually do have another one. I have long hair too. But I like short hair. And I think it's cute. Have you been able to rest much lately? I know work's been a lot for you, so I just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Do you have any games or shows you're into right now? I've been introduced to Fruit Baskets, and so far it's not been what I thought it would be. Do you like it or hate it? Yeah, I was talking about Ted Lasso earlier, and how I just finished watching it and like 2 weeks ago, and then a new season was just announced, and because I was really sad that it was over. Kind of obsessed with Ted Lasso right now. I finished all 3 seasons, and that came out in 2020, and literally yesterday they just announced a season 4 that's coming out August 5th, which is crazy. So thank God I'm 6 years late, huh? Thank God. AI is ass. Yeah, we've been discussing this. Not even just AI, but coworkers. Why do I need to hold your hand when there are resources for you to just figure out? That's what's so crazy to me. I figure out so much stuff on my own, I forget that I can ask for help. Because I just will like Google it and YouTube tutorial it and Google it some more and try to research it. And it's only when I fully become like, I'm about to have a breakdown that I'm like, you know who can help me maybe? Maybe Lynn can help me. And then Lynn will be like, yeah, you can just do this. And I'm like, well, I feel sheepish. Because like, oh man. Yeah. Elegance flashbang. There is a redeem for it, but someone just redeemed short hair, so I'm not gonna like yoink that from them. I just showed my boss how the AI tool Starbucks has is so bad because she used it to search the expiry date and the AI gave the wrong answer. Yeah, and you know what's crazy, Kira? I was talking about how I get really annoyed when my family's always recommending to use ChatGPT and how much they use it, when quite literally my town and me directly have been influenced by it. There's a data center right outside my town, and we no longer have drinkable water, so I actually have to boil my water, then put it through a filter just to drink it, because we have no more drinkable water. Isn't that crazy? And yet my family's still like, no, just use ChatGPT or blah blah blah. And I'm like, your own freaking daughter is struggling, but all right, cool. It is unusually charming, and that's especially weird to me because usually the main character would give me total Mary Sue, but like she's endearing. I've heard a lot of really good things about Fruits Baskets, and I probably should watch it. Bill got you watching that, didn't she? Well, I haven't. No, Vency has watched it. I haven't watched it. I'm very much enjoying it because the short hair is just better. I know I got inspired by Jigglypuff, and I just really liked the design of it. Is this AI roasting? Hell yeah. Yeah, well, we've been roasting AI for the past like 20 minutes. I thought you said you were getting into it. Sorry, I was reading a comment. It was Vency that was saying they were getting into it. Yeah. They want to build one in my province. I posted a petition on my story, my people who live here. So hopefully there's enough signatures to bring the issue to the gov. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's really not nice. It's really not nice to have one in your town. Freaking sucks. Remember when Google was using AI for the very first time? It was telling mothers that they can smoke while pregnant and to cook chicken way below the recommended safe temperature. Just yeah, don't try. Just don't, guys. Trust me, it's not worth it. The swirls remind me a lot of a strawberry cinnamon roll. Yay! Let's go. Thank you. My bad. No, don't worry. I do be a yapping quite fast a lot of the time. So yeah, I don't know. My family is stubborn, and my sister will do that sometimes. Where like I was like, oh, why'd you use the AI? And she'll be like, don't talk to me about this right now. I just want you to listen. Like I know you don't like it, but like that's not important right now. And I'm like, okay, so then when is it important? Because every time I try to argue, that's not important right now. Just let's just talk about this right now. I want to talk to you about this. I'd be like, you speak faster than I think. It's called being autistic. My bad. The amount of times my mom has to tell me to breathe because I talk too fast. Well, thank you for that. Hi, Jay. Hi, Maurice. Every time I see or hear about someone using AI, I just want to show that audio that goes, use your brain, For realsies. I know you don't like it, but I don't care is the point they mean. My mother is the same. Yeah, it's happened to me a lot. And anytime my friends are like, oh, how come you apologize so much? Or how come you just do this or do that? I'm like, cause that's how I grew up. Literally, Brando asked to hang out with me earlier, and I was busy. I was literally out of my house, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like I'm out running errands. Do you want me to send a picture for proof? And he was like, girl, what? And I was like, well, that's what my family does, because they were like, well, excuses don't matter. Like, you need to do this right now. I'd be like, I literally cannot. Oh, you're lying. You're just being lazy. And so I would send pictures for proof. And Brando was like, girl, what? Why do you need to send a picture for proof? And I was like, I'm sorry. It's just habit from my family. Hi, Xavier. Welcome in. How you doing? Wait, so you're saying data center is higher priority than humans? Apparently, yeah. Apparently, ain't that lovely? Isn't that so nice? Girl, I was like, huh? I'm not gonna assume you're lying. Well, that's how I grew up. You know, I think your family and I need to have a chat. You know, like I said, my family, every family has their goods and their bads, and I do think my family is amazing in some aspects, and they can be frustrating in other aspects. So, Brando Wendo is crazy. Had a coworker say I was talking too fast, and I said, sorry, I was raised to assume everyone's too busy to listen to what I'm saying. So dead on, Lynn. That hits so hard. You are so right. I got so used to being talked over or not listened to that, you know, maybe that is why I talk so fast. I gotta get it all out before I'm either interrupted or they just leave the conversation. The amount of times I've been talking to my dad and he straight up stands up and leaves. Like, I was talking to him at the table during dinner one time. Him, my stepmom and me were sitting, and I was talking to him, and then he just stands up and leaves. And she had to tell him. She's like, hey, she was talking to you. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's okay. I was basically done. I didn't feel like, I mean, what's the point? If he's just gonna leave, it clearly wasn't important enough for you to listen. So, yeah. You speak sense. I like this strawberry. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. A little frustrated I cannot find the cable I need for my headphones, and I might have to order it. No, that's the worst. I'm so sorry. Shall I put you on a cake? No. Or the song that guy wrote that goes, my favorite generative AI model is my brain. I generate things with my brain. I prompt myself and use my brain. Yep. Lynn, that is so sad. I'm so used to certain people just automatically interrupting me, assuming they know what I'm gonna say or what I mean. Yeah. I used to interrupt a lot. I used to get in trouble for that a lot. And I'm trying to get better at it. I think I've improved a lot since I was a teenager, but that was definitely a problem of mine. And the reason I did that was because I would have a thought, and I was like, I need to get this out before I finish, because if I don't say it now, they're gonna finish their conversation, but then it's gonna move on before I get the chance, and then by the time I say it, it's not gonna be related to the conversation, and blah blah blah, you know. You have the patience of a saint for you to describe your family like that after these stories. Oh, you know what? That is a quality of mine I think I'm really proud of. I am very patient. Do you have any qualities that you're very proud of about yourself, you think? I know that I'm a very patient person. I've gotten told that I have a calming presence. And that I am easy to talk to. So, yeah. I think those are some positive traits about myself that I really do admire. Yeah. My mother used to raise the car radio volume when she was tired of hearing me. No, Lynn. The getting up and walking away is so real. I used to have someone tell me, are you done yet? I'm like, oh, okay. Man, you guys feel it. My dad told me I needed a tinfoil hat when I was telling him how AI is bad, and that I need to get with the times. It's not getting with the times if it's stupid. Okay? It's not getting with the times if it's bad for the environment and it's stupid and I can't drink water. Break. This too, but I feel bad because I'm also bad for interrupting. It's something I've been trying to work on. You understand. Oh, God, Lynn. So many times I'm like, man, this is why we're friends. I'm a girl, and then you're an adult with an adult job, and your boss says, why are you so defensive? And you're like, oh, so actually I just assume you won't believe me. I went to Walmart and GameStop couldn't find it. Guess I'll find out when I get my PC. You need to recover. All good. I'm loyal. When previous bosses would ask me why I did something, but what they really wanted was an apology, not an explanation. Right. I've been told I'm compassionate. You are. I'm still not clear on what that means. Having a welcoming presence, at least from what I've been told. You definitely do, Emeries. I'd like to say I'm a pretty silly guy. You are, and you're also easy to talk to, and you lighten up the room a lot, Brando. I sent it in videos in Bubba's servers. Yes, that's my home life, and now I can't answer questions normally. How you doing, Em, by the way? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I think it's important to recognize positive traits in ourselves as well, because we can be so harsh on ourselves. It's really good to try to recognize, you know, something positive about yourself. And also, like, traits that you admire in others. I admire people that are charismatic, right? And not in like a arrogant way, but just people that are really good at connecting with others and making them feel comfortable enough to open up, and just really good at conversation, because I don't feel like I'm good at that. And so I really admire people that are just really good at talking. Brando's silly, goofy. Brando scared me when I first met him, but then he yelled at someone in Valorant for me. Aw. Yes, I also admire people that will stand up for you, and I admire people that will listen. I like it when someone not just listens, but actively listens and like hears what you're saying, you know? And I was like, this one's good. Yep, good. I'm hanging in there, girl, cleaning ahead of my sister getting it. Oh, good luck, Em. Oh Lord, good luck. I cleaned so much before my mom got here, and then she came here. She's like, wow, your house is so clean. And in my head, I was like, you do not know how long I spent cleaning. I needed this place to be perfect for you. You are good at conversation. How? I mean, like, I feel like, okay, especially storytelling. There are some people that are so good at telling stories, and I do not feel like I'm very good at that. My stories kind of get all over the place sometimes. I'm a good noodle. You're the best noodle. Why am I being bonked? What the freak? I can see that though, Lynn. Brando took me by surprise too. I think it's because for those of us who are taught to make ourselves small for others, having someone with the ability to make, set, and enforce their boundaries clearly is like a whole new world for us. Brando encourages you not to make yourself small. He's like, good qualities. I'm good at looking things logically. My IRL bestie will call me for a no emotional advice perspective. You're also really good at, I think, being empathetic, Lynn. You're very good at like helping, like connecting with people in ways. I love a good story, that's for sure. I know, and I'm just not like, I'll forget details, and then I'll like hyperfixate on other details that aren't important, and I want to get better at telling stories. I really do, but I'm not the best at it. I really wish I was better. I was sus of Brando because he's a man. Sorry, Brando, at first, but when Lynn said he was nice, I was like, oh, well, I trust Lynn, and she was obviously right. He is lovely. Oh, Brando. Yeah. Really, I genuinely told my therapist I find empathy hard and I worry about it. I don't know, at least with me. Maybe it's because we relate to each other, but you empathize really well, at least with me. Break over, gotta go. Bye. Good luck with work, Kira. Speaking of things we're good at, y'all took that one testing on Twitter and you were so accurate, but then mine came up and I was like, this can't be true. But those kind of quizzes are pretty fun. Which quiz? I love those types of quizzes. Those ones are so fun to do. Like anytime people are like, yeah, take this quiz. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I need to do that. Yeah. I love those. Look, because I'm a man, sometimes men on the internet who yell are a bad time, but you are not one of those times. Brendo yells, but like funny, you know? It was the energy quiz or something. I gotta remember the name. I see. You're the most genuine person I've met. You say and live truths unapologetically, despite how much you actually apologize. Aww, thank you. I try to be genuine. It is a big fear of mine to like that I'll change so much to the point that I'm being fake. I really do try to be genuine. I'm trying to get better about being honest with my own feelings and being honest to people. If like someone has hurt my feelings, for example, rather than bottling it all up. I'm trying. I really am. I don't think I have it in me to be super fake. To be honest, I'm autistic. Like I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. You know. But thank you. I really appreciate that. That's such a nice compliment. Funny is great. Funny is great. It was like that. It was that one of like, what's your energy? And Lynn's was like reliable gray, and yours was mystic. Oh yeah, that was a really fast quiz. I think. Where is that anyway? It's still cool. Because I think I reposted it. Yeah. Where it's my energy was mystic indigo, mysterious energy, which I don't know if that's like, I don't know if I'm mysterious. I'm the opposite of this. God, I wish I was mysterious, but I talk too much. And emotional idealist authenticity traits, deep insight, easily burnt out. Calling me out there. All right. Strengths, understanding, strong beliefs. Weaknesses, easily hurt. Daydreamer. Yeah, I do get easily hurt. I used to be like a lot more thick-skinned, and now I feel like freaking everything hurts my feelings, but I hide it because I need to stop being so dramatic. Okay. About me: quiet but deep and thoughtful, perceptive about people and situations. This is true. I'm very perceptive, passionate, highly empathetic, and devoted to others. Moves as planned, surprisingly stubborn. I've learned though, when I'm stubborn about something and I full-heartedly believe in something, but someone else is trying to argue with me, I will just say, oh, you know what? You're right. But in my heart, I'm like, they're not right. But I'm not going to argue with them about it. I'll just say that they're right to stoke their ego. And, but I'm right. Yep. You've improved a lot over the time I've known you. Thank you. I really have tried. I laugh because I'm like, oh, I'm alive. You are. I still remember one of the very first conversations I had with Lynn. We were playing Genshin together, and she had reached out and she was like, I heard you like Haikave. Do you want to do a VC in Discord and like talk about Haikave? And we talked a good 2 hours about Haikave, but then about other stuff too. And I still remember that conversation. It was like very deeply ingrained in my brain when I first met Lynn. I only saw it because everyone had taken it. I followed a long line of reposts of that quiz, starting with Bubba. Did I? I don't think I listed it in there. I also had to find the repost. I think Strawberry was the one that put the link. Hold on, I can get the link for you. There it is. Find your energy. Here it is. You can take it. I'm running behind on comments. Un momento. It's been very fun to see you becoming more authentic and honest, even just in the time of knowing. Really? You've noticed? Oh, thank God, because I'm trying. I really am trying. Apparently, Lynn and I are a good match, though, because my best match is a reliable gray. Aww. Yeah. Yeah, we all have different energies, I think. I will say before I head to dinner, you know what you gotta do, though? You gotta entrust your self-image with people you trust, just until you believe us. What do you mean, my self-image? I offered an info dump session. Yeah! Because I genuinely love hearing info dumps. Yay! Finger guns. Mine sounded like an extrovert, though, and so I was like, how is this so accurate for everyone else? I don't know. I mean, I definitely think, like, these types of quizzes, you're just gonna, like, see yourself no matter what in some of these things, right? I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. I'm like so paranoid that I'm gonna forget to respond to you, Lynn, that I'm like I'm keeping my Discord like open on your DM so I remember to respond, because I can't believe I forgot. But yeah, no, that I love fun little quizzes like that. I can't freaking speak. It's very difficult to speak right now. Why is it so difficult? I've had the Phantom of the Opera song stuck in my head, and then obviously you guys have been hearing me sing The Beauty and the Beast. She glanced this way, but I saw, and when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. I have a question for you guys. If reincarnation was real, what would you want to be reincarnated as? Because I sometimes think it would be really nice to just be reincarnated as a cat, spend my time napping vibing and napping. Oh, I love napping. I was born to be a cat. You're dreaming lavender? Vivacious mango. So your color. Ooh. A Chevrolet Silverado. You want to be reincarnated as a Chevrolet Silverado? Ah. Or would you want to be reincarnated as a person? I remember reading somewhere, someone said that what if reincarnation isn't linear? Like you could get reincarnated as someone back in like the 1700s, or you could get reincarnated as someone in like the 2100s, for example. What if reincarnation didn't exist on a linear timeline, but rather like throughout all the time periods? That was a really cool concept, and it kind of fried my noodle a little bit, but I thought it was really cool. That's the funny thing though, is that I'm the same as Brando, and that is not true. You are a vivacious mango. You put the result in Discord general. Gotcha. Because if I could be reincarnated as like, I don't know. I wonder what I was in my previous life. A bunny. I've been told I have more of a bunny personality than any. Do you guys think I'm a bunny or a hamster? Like, it's so hard. I can attribute people to animals so easily, but then trying to make myself an animal is so difficult. Am I a bunny? Am I a hamster? Am I an owl? Am I a leopard? What the frick am I? I don't know. It's our favorite Christmas themed VTuber. Say that again. Say that again. I dare you. Say that again. You're gonna get timed out, Mr. Ben. Clever name. Welcome in. How you doing? I'm not doing personhood again. I want to be no thoughts head empty. Let me be a sea slug or something. A sea slug. What about a sea bunny? Those are cute. Also, that's a really good question about reincarnation. My immediate answer was a Yorkie, but with more thought, I don't know that I'd want to be reincarnated. I like the idea of existing as space dust and energy flowing through the universe. Ah, that's a really cool concept too. Hi CJ, how you doing? Welcome in. The quiz said structured slate. You're more hamster with short hair. Explain. You doubt yourself too much for how amazing you actually are, so in those moments, should refer to people you trust because they view you more clearly than you view yourself in those moments. So when I say you're pretty, I mean it. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. I do doubt myself a lot. I feel like it's only gotten worse. I don't know why. You'd think it would get better with age, but I feel like it's gotten worse. You're a reindeer? In what way? First off, in what way does this look Christmas themed? In what, I get the old dress, sure, but in what way is this Christmas themed, huh? It does not look Christmas. That is very clearly, very, very clearly strawberry. All right, that's strawberry right there. Okay, ornament. Shut up. That's not. Don't you freaking encourage it, Rald. You're currently playing Deltarune on your Snowgrave save. Ooh, I've never played Deltarune, so I don't know what that means, but have fun. To be fair, in a very real way, I have never strictly related to feeling like a human or a person. Not like I feel like something else, but more so I just feel like an energy. I like that though. I like that a lot. I'm headed for tacos. If we end up placing bets, I got 5 on all people calling Bubba Christmas related. Getting me. Have yummy tacos, Lynn. Hamsters are more likely to eat strawberries. I've been called hamster in real life because I have a round face. Okay, that was my reasoning for it. And I really like food, okay? So, I'm back. Welcome back, Xavier. Top half looks like wrapping paper. In what way? And what do you mean? I tried so hard to design this so that I wouldn't be called Christmas. What? Tacos sound amazing. Tacos do sound amazing. But like, isn't there like this big thing going on with all the food? I've heard Taco Bell is like kind of not safe right now. In America, sorry, clarify. Produce is kind of like not safe right now. It looks Christmas themed because saying your Christmas theme is low-hanging fruit to Bucky. I know, and I react because I can't help myself. Went doom scrolling, you found your cable for $8. Nice. Holding the bonk hammer stares intently. At least one of my mods is taking it seriously, unlike certain Brawl over there. At least there's someone taking it seriously. It's funny for Taco Bell because they went public about it early and now everyone's blaming them even though they went first. Actually, that's what I read too. Like, at least Taco Bell was honest and taking responsibility for it. But it's like the reason we're having this outbreak is because, was it like CDC or something, was like their funding was pulled or something, yada yada, and so now it's like a big old problem. I don't know. You go to a local Mexican place for handmade taco. Oh, that sounds so good. Are you having fish tacos? Are you having steak? Oh, I don't know. My mouth is watering. Regardless, have very yummy food, Lynn. None of that naco nonsense. I'm just saying you could be a Christmas themed berry. I'll stop now. I'm very good. I'm so sad about this recent parasite thing. Honestly, it happened right as I was gonna start buying veggies and cooking again. Oh, I mean, I'm like, okay, so it gives you diarrhea. Okay. It is what it is, I guess. I don't... If I'm not gonna die from it, whatever. It's fine. It is what it is, I suppose. I've been craving lots of protein and veggies lately because of work. Yeah, once you start getting more like physically active, you will be craving that protein a lot more. There's a lot of stuff at the store now that offers things like, I saw protein-based Pop-Tarts. Protein Pop-Tarts. There was also protein, what was it that I saw that I was like, that's wild that it has protein in it. Like they made a protein version of it. Gosh, what was it? I have protein yogurt. It was something funny. Protein chips. Protein. I don't know. A lot of things add protein now. What was it, man? I thought it was kind of funny. Why do I not remember? I'm hungry right now, but all I really have is ramen. I'm still so obsessed with the spicy bulldog ramen I got. I might make that tonight because I have one boiled egg left. So what I've been doing is adding a boiled egg to my ramen to have a little bit of protein, and it's been really freaking good. And then I'll usually have like some veggies on the side, or in today's case, I'm just gonna have some fruit because I forgot to buy salad stuff. Whoops. Oopsies. Oopsie poopsies. That's alright, I'll have some fruit. So maybe I'll have ramen tonight, because ramen freaking good. I have no eggs, sadly, but I'm sure I'll figure something else out. Oh, thank you for the 3 stream streaks, DJ. Thank you so much. I had food poisoning once and I was sick for years. I lost like 30 pounds before doctors found medicine to manage it. Can't be too careful about foodborne. You got sick for years from food poisoning? Damn. I don't think I've ever had food poisoning. But I developed a sensitivity to tomatoes, cooked tomatoes specifically, and had to go to the hospital for it one time because the pain was so bad that I couldn't walk, like I couldn't move. That was bad. And I was getting it multiple times every time I ate tomatoes. And then the pain got so bad that it triggered multiple seizures back to back. So then I had to go to the hospital because, so it wasn't necessarily for the stomach pain. I had to go to the hospital because I had seizures back to back. So, that was like last year or 2 years ago. My parents were out of town, but my stepdad had been in town, so he drove 2 hours to take me. It was like 1 a.m. and then I ended up spending like 2 days at the hospital, which is now what that particular episode is the reason that I am in crazy medical debt right now. And there's a debt collector that calls me every single day, and I don't answer them. Because what are they gonna do? Show up at my door? I don't own anything. Like, what can they do? Take all $5 in my wallet? Good luck. So here I am. Yeah, because when that happened, I was between insurances. I was literally like waiting on my new insurance to get approved, right? So I was literally just 2 weeks between insurances, and of course I had to go to the hospital in between. And so yep, and that bill is. That, you guys know hospital bills. That bill is high. It is what it is. Nothing I can do. I have heard that maybe I could find a charity that could help pay it off for me. I don't know. It is worth more than I think I'll ever own again, so... Yeah. Worst part about all this is that the parasites are my phobia and my ick, so of course this would happen. Yeah. My body reacted to it badly. I was stuck like that. Had some bad mentee bees. Oh, I'm so sorry. I usually have a very strong stomach, but like, yeah, stomach stuff can be really scary. I had 2 operations after that too, so they could figure out what was wrong with me. Why we gotta pay to be alive? Seriously though. Yeah. Ridiculous excuse for a healthcare system. Like, all I can do is just not answer. I can't even check my voicemail anymore because I probably have over 100 voicemail messages. And so now I'm like, well, if someone wants to get to me and if I miss your call, don't send a voicemail. Just send a text, because I can't check my voicemail anymore because I've got a ridiculous amount of freaking voicemail messages from the stupid debt collectors. And I called people. Like, one of my cousins is a lawyer, and they were like, all you can really do is you can call them and tell them not to call you anymore, and then you have to record the call, and then if they do, then you can sue them and blah blah blah. I was like, but so I can sue them, but I can't tell them to stop. And they were like, no. I was like, oh, okay, so you're basically saying I'm screwed unless I find a charity to help pay it off or something. So I don't know. Having a health issue that requires frequent hospital interaction is really rough, because how can you expect a person going through the worst parts of their life to also have to stress about how to pay for it all? I'm not going to go further down that rabbit hole, but suffice to say, I have feelings. Oh yeah, I have a lot of feelings about it. I especially have feelings like after like a coworker at work made those comments, and I was like, imagine living your life waking up and not feeling pain, or not having to take meds, or not like just feeling like good. Imagine just being able to walk around like that. That's a privilege, and a lot of people don't know they have it until it's gone, right? And I'm just sitting there like, damn, it must be nice. It must be nice. You mentioned it like you're gonna complain from the good side of the fence, girl. Literally, it must be nice. But I try not to complain about it too much, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I gotta make do with what I got, right? So, it's all good. And thankfully, I haven't had any major seizures in a really long time. So, yeah. And if I did have one, I don't know if I'd be able to tell my boss, because she seemed really freaked out when she found out about my epilepsy. She gave me a few indecipherable looks, and so now I don't want her to know if I don't know though, because if I have a seizure, I can't drive for a few days. And so I have to call off work. My old boss was so kind and understanding about this. I could just call off literally the day of, and she'd be like, that's all right, we'll have someone cover for you. She got it. But my new boss, I don't know. I'm still getting to know her, and she's nice. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. I need this job. I really do. So, if you have a seizure and they take action against you, that's discrimination. I think that's a legal no-no. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, Vency. And people keep telling me this. Oh, they can't fire you for health issues or whatever. That's discrimination. But the thing is they can find another reason and fire you for that. You know, so they're not gonna like, they're never gonna fire me, oh, because she has seizures. They're gonna be like, oh, she, you know, forgot to do this and forgot to do that, so we're firing her for negligence or something, you know? So that's what scares me. There's so many loopholes around that. Starting to understand why you want to go somewhere else more and more. Actually, I moved away from California. Believe it or not, my situation now is better than my situation in the past. So even if they do, they're still gonna be on the hook for how close it seems to happen together, but I completely hear you. My brain ain't working. Yeah, it's difficult because I love the job in the sense that like I get to literally work with my favorite animal ever, and I get to be a zookeeper, but it is tough because it is probably the most physically demanding job I've ever worked in a very long time. It is all outdoors. This heat has been killing me. I don't do well in the heat. I think it's mostly the heat that's the problem, actually. I think the physical stuff is fine, but the heat is just so rough. And I think my boss is nice. I truly believe she's nice. I think she's just really busy all the time. But like, I'm getting to know her, and so I'm still scared to open up, you know? Time for us to put together the crowdfunding for Bubba's Berry Cottage in the loveliest rural area, I say with no money to help. Crowdfunding, I was actually gonna do a donathon. And it's looking like I'm gonna be doing a donathon soon, because some things have lined up that I've been waiting on, so I should be able to maybe do a donathon soonish, which will be fun, because then at least I can give you guys something instead of just asking for monies, you know? Or at least I'll try, I don't know. But all this to say, my mom my mom almost made me cry the other day, and she called me because she was like, I know that you're stressed and I know it feels like you're struggling, but I'm actually so proud of you because you came here all on your own. You moved all the way across the country on your own, and you are supporting yourself even if you're stressed out. And you're doing all this with a disability. Like, you are working twice as hard as everyone else because you're doing this with a disability. When you should be getting help from the government. I was just like, oh, I'm already choking up thinking about it. And she was just saying all these things that like kind of validated how I was feeling, because she's also disabled, so she gets it. But like, it's not easy. And I think I am proud of like where I've gotten and what I've done, and being able to support myself and all of that. So yeah, like I said, families have pros and cons, right? Like, my family can be frustrating, but they can also be really sweet and really supportive. So hi Mac, welcome in. How you doing? I hope it goes really well. We'll see. We shall see. It's tough for everyone right now, I think. So the good news is I should be hopefully getting a new position at work in the next month or two. I'm hoping month rather than two, which is gonna be a lot less physically demanding. I'm gonna be working more on the educational side of my job, because the place I work at is like an educational zoological facility. That's what we call it. Basically, we teach people about animals and in support of like fundraising for like foundations and whatever. And so I've been purely doing the zookeeping side of things. Soon, hopefully next month, I will be moving into the educational side of things. So instead of having to do all the cleaning and the feeding and the picking up of stuffs and like the major physical labor, I will get to be doing the educational side, taking people out on educational tours and having them interact with animals and teaching them all about that stuff, which is obviously a lot less physically demanding, because all I gotta do is take them out on walks or take them into rooms and show them animals. So that's gonna be really nice. So fingers crossed it happens sooner rather than later. Although my job, because the actual facility and the place is so new, I think it's gonna take longer. But we're hoping that it happens. I'm just holding out right now for that, because yeah, that'll be really nice. Yeah. I've told you a bunch already, but you're literally surviving a harder work situation with more difficulties than I, a healthy person, am, and that is so something to be proud of. I'll say too, it's okay to let yourself feel sad, frustrated, tired. These are human emotions. You're allowed to be and feel and to struggle. That does not make you any less, and it does not make us any less proud of you. Thank you, Vency. I appreciate it. I know you like to be positive where you can, but it's okay to still acknowledge that life sucks sometimes, and you're more than allowed to be a human being with human emotions and frustrations. At least from my standpoint, I'm always willing to listen. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I mean, I like to complain sometimes. It feels good to let it all out, right? But at the same time, I also like to acknowledge the good things. So, and I'm hopeful that once the position changes and I won't have to do so much physical labor, that I think my body will be able to recover a little better, because I'm strong. I work out a lot, but doing all this for 9 hours a day in the heat has been really freaking rough. So that's how we live and survive and continue. You're doing wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, also the plus side of, I have to go to work an hour earlier than I used to. So rather than working 8 hours a day, I'm working 9. And I hate it. I hate waking up early. But the plus side to it is I'm getting an extra hour of work a day, which also means I'm getting paid a little bit more, which I think is gonna help financially. Like, it's just gonna put a little bit more of relief on my finances. So yeah, 9 hours, oh my lord, I think I would pass away. Yeah, why do you think I've been a little absent from online and streaming and stuff? I want to be able to balance it better, and I'm hoping the new position will help me once it starts. So fingers crossed. Plus, I've discovered that I really do love teaching people about animals. It is genuinely enjoyable, and you get to meet a lot of cool people. You really do. So that's exciting. I'm excited. Yes. Holy yap. I mean, I know this is just chatting stream, but holy yap. I mean, now that we're on the topic of jobs, do you guys have any dream jobs, or did you have any dream jobs? Like, even if it was silly to think about, like a silly dream job. Like when I was a kid, I pretty much always wanted to be a vet. But another job that I thought would have been really cool was, you know those You know, there's in aquariums you see like the mermaid shows. I always thought it would have been so cool to be like an actual professional mermaid. Too bad I can't really, like, I'm not comfortable wearing bikinis, but can you wait? That seems so fun. Like being able to be a mermaid. I love swimming, you know, and I think that would have been so fun. It's just a silly little dream job that would have been kind of cool to have. Dream jobs. What are some other ones? I don't know if there's any necessarily. What about my job requires me to stand all day. My shifts are over 10 hours. Go me. I feel that, Xavier. My phone records my steps, right? And I'm walking around 6 miles a day, lifting around 45 pounds multiple times a day. So in order to feed the giraffes, I have to put the hay bale in this big old basket that's hanging 6 feet in the air. And the hay bale weighs around 45 pounds. So what I do is I climb the side of this big wooden wall holding the hay bale, and then I have to like wiggle it and maneuver it. Usually I use my shoulder and my arm, so like I'm using one arm, and then I have to like get it into the big, it's not a basket, sorry, a barrel. So you can imagine the acrobatics that go into that. So yeah, I feel you. Physical labor jobs are rough, that's for sure. It's a good question. I bounce back and forth between a lot of things. Initially, I always thought I'd be a creative writer. Yeah, being a writer would have been so cool. Like a published author. Can you imagine? That would have been so freaking cool. Initially, I always thought I'd be a creative writer, most like an author, but I didn't really assume I'd have a career because I thought I'd be a stay-at-home mom by now. Life has turned out differently. I remember I was interested in audiology for a time. I moved very quickly through interests, so it's been hard to pin anything down. It's why I tried content creation. I think if I was better at speaking, I think it would be so cool to record audiobooks. But I feel like also that's a hard thing to get into. But and I also stutter a lot, so I don't know if that would. I have to do a lot of takes. The thing I enjoyed most was ASMR, which I've had to put on hold, as well as Blender. So I might look into those more. I don't think you were here earlier in the stream, Vency, but I was talking about how I had a night day before yesterday where I couldn't sleep very well, so I was like thinking and spiraling. And one of my thoughts had been like, what if I just made a channel that I didn't tell any of you guys about, and I did ASMR, and then just tried it out. I had like a name for it and everything, and my idea had been like, what if I did ASMR like content creation that basically was to help soothe anxiety or panic attacks, because I did that a lot with my mom, and she had always told me how calming my voice was, and I have a lot of people telling me how calming my presence is, and I'd be like, and so I thought about that because I'd always thought about ASMR, and then I was like, I woke up in the morning, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But sometimes I think about it. You work for a zoo? I do, yes, I'm a zookeeper. My dream job was to be a sports writer. Now I want a job that's not physical. Xavier, you get me. You get me. I work a dream job, but at the same time, I'm so tired. I get to work with penguins. A dream. Fully a dream, but also so tired. I'm so tired. You'd find it, would you? Even if I wasn't using my VTuber model and I was using a different name entirely, you think you'd find me? That's so sweet, and honestly, it sounds like a beautiful idea. I believe you'd be good at it if you decided to, but it's all up to what feels comfortable and good to you. Well, I just didn't know, like, would you have to write a script? Can you find scripts that are already written for you? Like, how would you set it up? I'd probably have like a background like this, but I don't know if I'd use my VTuber model, you know? I'd probably just use the background that I have currently, for example. And then, I don't know, there's a lot, I have no idea. Did I tell you I started ASMR for a similar reason though? I'd had enough lonely 3 a.m. anxiety attacks that I realized I could legitimately just help people by being there. Yeah, that was exactly my thought too, Vency. What the freak? We're sharing the same brain. And also because I had helped my mother through, she has very bad night terrors. You guys know what a night terror is? It's different from a nightmare. They're like 10 times worse. And so she'd wake up screaming and crying and all of that. And I used to, she would sleep on the couch a lot, and so I used to come down after hearing her because I'm a very light sleeper, and I would sing to her, and then I would wrap a blanket around her and just sing and talk to her, and then I'd help her upstairs to her room. I did that a lot starting from like age 10 upwards. I would do that. And then even now to this day, whenever she's not feeling well, or she's having a panic attack, or she's just having like an episode for some of her other things, she'd call me and ask me to talk to her. She's like, can you just talk to me and like tell me about your day, or help calm me down? Can you talk me through it? Blah blah blah. And she'd do that a lot. And she literally just did that like 2 weeks ago. And it made me think, like, I wonder if I could do this for other people. So somehow you'd find it. I'd say if you ever were to, or you'd be comfortable, a zoo work vlog would be super cool. That would be really cool. I don't think I'd be allowed to. I'd have to get permission from my boss, and she doesn't really like posting. Like the issue with zoo work, Mac. The issue that, oh my god, did I disconnect? No, I think my chat just disconnected. The issue with zoo work is you get a lot, and I mean a lot, of naysayers and a lot of know-it-alls and a lot of haters that are like, this animal deserves to be in the wild, and are you taking care of them properly, and how dare you do this, and you're just exploiting, and blah 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 blah. And so that is a big reason why my boss doesn't really want us posting behind the scenes. Not that we have anything to hide necessarily. I actually think this is one of the best zoological facilities I have ever worked in. We spoil the heck out of our animals. They have amazing facilities, but it's because people will always find something to nitpick on, and I think she just doesn't want to have to deal with that all. We already have to deal with it, but that would have been amazing, huh? I mean, I can talk about my job for sure. You can just ramble, and honestly, you can do pretty much anything. Any questions or brainstorming you want to do, I could help you with, or just listen and offer what I know. You don't even have to have visuals at all. Mine is just dark screen ASMR. A lot of people tend to just listen to. I don't think there's a lot of expectations when it comes to ASMR, and you'll usually just find your audience. And that is the reason why I thought I'd want to have it disconnected, though, from like my VTuber content creation, you know, because it's so different, and I don't want. I think the problem when it comes to ASMR content creation is once you start doing it, people come only for that, and so. And I read it because I was doing a lot of research on this. It becomes difficult for ASMR content creation to really split away from that. If they wanted to play games, for example, or they wanted to just yap like this instead of just ASMR, they lose a lot of their audience, and I know it makes a lot of them struggle. And so I'm like, if I just decided to do it separately as an experiment and just try it out, I probably would. Like I said, if you ever decide you have questions about making ASMR, you're welcome to open them to me. I think I just really want a new project to work on. I need to wait until I'm not so exhausted, but I don't have an ASMR mic, but I don't think you need one, right? Like, I feel like I could make this mic work. I don't know. ASMR really is its own thing, so it's best if it's separate. I'm thinking the zoo you work at, my average experience with a pet, this damn animal is living better than me. Yeah, that's nice. But the thing is, Mac, is a lot of other people don't have those thoughts. I went on a huge spiel when my mom visited about, because I had to take a wildlife ethics course when I was in university, right? Because I have my degree in wildlife conservation. Wildlife ethics was one of the most eye-opening and frustrating and tear-jerking classes I've ever taken, because it makes you realize how cruel and helpless you'll feel when it comes to wildlife in this world. One of the examples that we can give is when you get those people that are like, why is there a giraffe in captivity? They deserve to be out in the wild, roaming and free. And the next question we'll ask, and this is what I usually tell people, okay, so you want this giraffe to be released back into the wild. Where are you going to put them? Oh, in Africa. Let's release them back in Africa where they belong. Okay. Africa only has set reserves where these animals can live because they're running out of space. There are people that live there, farmers that own land, companies that own land that are deforesting, blah, 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 blah. So most of these animals have to live on reservations. They have to be counted out. You can only have a certain number of animals on each reservation. You take this giraffe, you release it back into the quote-unquote wild, right? But then you have one extra giraffe that was unaccounted for in your yearly budgets, your yearly how am I gonna try to say this? Just think of it as like yearly recordings, whatever. Okay, so this giraffe is taking more resources than you expected. Okay, what do you do for that? You have to balance it out. How do you balance it out? You probably have to remove another animal or 2 or 3. How many animals accounts for a giraffe? Maybe remove a hippo, remove a rhino, remove a few zebras. Okay, where do those guys go? I don't know. Most of the reservations are full. What do? You have to cull. Do you guys know what culling means? C-U-L-L. A lot of reservations have to do this every few years, where they actually have to cull the animals, aka kill them. And that is so that these reservations don't get so overflowed that you lose resources and then all the animals will die because there's no more resources in this ecosystem. A lot of these reservations, what they'll do is, unfortunately, they have to cull these animals, but they'll use the resources from these animals, the meat, the horns, the skins, and all of that, and they'll sell it, so at least they have extra money to fund this reservation. You see what I mean about how wildlife ethics is really freaking difficult? Just by releasing one giraffe back into the wild. What do you have to do for that? That's tough. That was really tough pill to swallow when I took that wildlife ethics course. Because people don't think about that. All they think about, this animal's in captivity, I want it to be released back in the wild. That's tough. Yeah, your dark humor is not for this. Well, then you can understand it maybe, but a lot of people have difficulties processing that. They think it's as easy as releasing it back into the wild, but that's not a thing anymore. Sort of here, but OMG, that was a horrifying thing I just sort of learned. Yeah. I tried to list the least horrifying thing I learned in wildlife ethics. But you can understand why it gets frustrating when the general public is constantly protesting, like, you should release it back in the wild, they don't deserve to be here, and blah, blah, blah. And if it's a bad zoological facility, I agree. They should not be in that facility. Maybe find a better facility, maybe find a reservation that can take them. And obviously, this doesn't always happen. A lot of reservations can take an extra giraffe. But I'm listing in like a worst case scenario what would happen if you had to do that. You know? And that's what happens. Wildlife ethics, not for the faint of heart. Thank you for the hydrate, the stretch. Can you guys tell I'm passionate about this? Sorry, I was rambling. People do ASMR with inbuilt mics on earbud wires. They call it lo-fi and people like it, so you definitely don't need a fancy mic. Good to know. I need to make sure I can actually start a new project first. I gotta finish some other projects and then, I don't know, maybe I'll consider it, Vency. I'm a realist, so I kind of just accept the logical facts. Yeah, but not everyone is. The plus side for this, I know that's horrifying to learn. The plus side is there's a lot of reservations and a lot of wildlife facilities and rehab centers that are doing their best so that something like that doesn't happen. It happens, like, the silver lining for this is it means that we're bringing back the populations so much better than previously. We are running out of space. That's not it's a blessing and a curse. Populations are growing because we're protecting them so much, but we don't have the land for them to live. And so what the next fight that we have is, you know, being able to purchase more land from farmers or companies, businesses, so that they have more area to live. So the populations are growing because of our conservation efforts. Now we just need to have more habitat for them. Yeah, many lands with poachers. Exactly. This is good information, kind of information that is useful and helpful to people, even if it's also sad. This raises awareness for important issues. Yeah, because it's never that simple when it comes to animals, when it comes to wildlife ecology, when it comes to management, when it comes to conservation. It is never as simple as release it back into the wild. It's just not, unfortunately. So the world isn't built like that anymore, where we have that much free space. It's just not like that anymore. Nearly every piece of land in this world is owned by something or someone. So yeah, but that was a rough class, because it forces you to learn and accept and think about all these scenarios that you just, wow, that freaking sucks, man. It's like the whole train sacrifice scenario, but you have to do it multiple times with all these animals. It's rough. And so again, education perspective, and this is what I do. This is my job, is to educate people. That is why so many of these zoos and wildlife facilities are so important, is we give these animals that space that they need, and we have this backup in case for whatever reason these animals go extinct in the wild. Most of these zoos are going to have these animals in captivity, because you'll see on the endangered species lists, you'll have like, you know, they're safe, then you have endangered, you have critically endangered, you have extinct in the wild, and then you have fully extinct, right? Extinct in the wild means that there's still some alive in the zoos, and we're going to do our best to keep them healthy and alive for the possibility of them being released back into the wild one day. And zoos are very, very strict on keeping the genetic pool wide. You want to have good diversity, and so it's a whole thing. It's really incredible to see behind the scenes, but your average person is not going to know that. So I got passionate about this because it's frustrating when these people are just hating and being like, are you taking care of this animal, and how dare they be here, they need their space and freedom, and blah blah blah. Yeah. There's rarely any act, whether good or evil, that does not inherently carry the weight of difficult consequences with it. Yep, indeed. Yes, indeed. The biggest thing that we get, the biggest comment we get, because where I live is pretty warm most of the year, we have penguins, right? These guys are African penguins. Say it with me, y'all. African penguins. Where do they live? In Africa. And what is Africa? Quite freaking warm. Okay, and so the comments we get is like, oh, this is so sad. These penguins have no snow. It's so warm out. They don't belong here. And then I have to be like, so I don't know. I don't mean to be like condescending or anything, but did you read the freaking caption? Did you read that these guys are African penguins? They live on beaches. We could circle all this back to the literacy crisis that we're having. Wow. People, man. I feel the overall irony is we kill plant life more than anything. Lack food and loss of quality of air as like a blunt snippet of general assumed knowledge, but the irony is we are helping the population of the wildlife to inevitably run out of space, which is some of a coincidence to loss of plant life. Well, I guess what actually is ironic is we're bumping up the wildlife population, but the human population is hitting a plateau. Yeah. Loss of habitat is like obviously the biggest factor to animals going extinct, and zoos are playing a huge role in keeping these animals from going extinct, and they're playing a huge role in doing research, medical research, habitat research, wildlife research, all of this, conservation efforts, all of this goes straight back into the animal. And so when you get people that are protesting against zoos, being like, zoos are horrible, I'll never go to a zoo again, you're actually kind of harming. Again, if the zoo is bad, 100% support it. Make sure the zoo is accredited and doing a good job keeping their animals safe and happy. But for the most part, if you're gonna be like boycotting and stuff, make sure it's the right place, because if it's gonna be an amazing facility like San Diego Zoo, for example, that is putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into research and conservation, literally saving the last species, the rhino, right? Southern white rhino, northern white rhino. San Diego Zoo, I got to work there, right? They have sperm banks for this rhino that one day they can bring back from extinction, because that rhino went extinct, right? Isn't that incredible? They can actually bring this animal back from extinction if they have the right circumstances. I think that's freaking incredible. I think that's freaking cool. Someone said they're okay with me ranting about my special interests, and here we are. Hi, anime lover, welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, Brando, welcome back. How you doing? I was going on a long, winded explanation of wildlife conservation because I am passionate about it. Yeah. Do you like anime? I do like anime. What's your favorite anime? Can you guess mine from the alerts that you just got? Don't get me started with literacy. Like, second language I can get, but if it's your first language and you're just ignorant, it's frustrating because you have to check back what they say because they just make no sense most of the time. Especially people that don't read. You read the signs in front of you, or you read the information in front of you. Come on now. Come on. You started watching The Ogre's Bride. I don't know what that is, but I hope it's good. I hope you like it. My favorite anime is Haikyuu. I'm a huge fan of Haikyuu, and I want to rewatch it already, even though I just finished rewatching it. I love Haikyuu so much. is gonna be a short stream. I am thinking about ending soon. I just want to find someone that I want to raid. But it's like bed and breakfast for spirit. Wait. Is that wait, hold on. I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of The Ogre's Bride. Yeah, wait. Is it this one? Yeah! Wait, I watched this. Wait. I don't think I finished it though. Yeah, I think I've only watched like the first like 3 or 4 episodes of this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I liked it. I don't know why I stopped. I do this with a lot of shows. I'm like, oh, I liked it. I don't know why I stopped. I just kind of forget. It has 3 episodes. Well, there you go. I watched the first 3. So I don't remember much about it, but I definitely have watched some of it. Or I guess all of it? Question mark? Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. By the way, I do think I'm gonna end here. I think I just followed. Is it Gihon? Brenda, are you here? Is it Gihon? Jihoon? He's streaming right now, and I think we'll raid into him. You said yes to both. But we're gonna be raiding into him today. You want to watch the new season to the Jobless Reincarnation, but don't have a site to view it. But I'm watching Shangri-La and Chainsmoker Cat. I've been seeing stuff about Chainsmoker Cat. Very interesting. Do you like it? You gotta get driving, so BRB unless you're ending. We are ending right now. It's Jihoon. I'm saying this wrong, but regardless, we're gonna be raiding him. He is playing Dragon Sword Awakening. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know it was a short stream, but I just wanted to get a stream out because I'm tired. So the first one you said, okay, Ihan. All right. I don't know when the next stream will be. Probably sometime next week. I'm gonna be really busy the next few days. So until then, stay sweet, be kind to someone you love, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.